talk like an anime podcast. And, me and him, we already talk about anime constantly. Martine, he had the background and loves talking about anime, and we were still like introducing him to like different anime.
Yeah, I was new to a lot of it, and I was really liking everything that y'all were recommending.
And so like we want to get back to that. So we are going to be trying to reintroduce anime nights. Like we have to.
Yeah.
It
was like a foundational part of the podcast, honestly, because we wanted to just create a community that wanted to talk about anime. And I think, along the way we started up the TikTok, like you mentioned, and we try to, obviously like everyone's goal is to grow and get better, and we wanted to create a big community. But I also feel like maybe we just started losing sight of why we were doing the podcast and the topics we were talking about, because we were so obsessed with like, okay, this is trending. This show just came out. We have to watch this. We have to give a review for that. And we started maybe like focusing more on what was going to do well online versus what we actually wanted to talk about, So yeah, and I think this break kind of made us realize that we still like talking about anime just as much as the first day. So I think maybe now the way we've like reorganized stuff, it should feel more comfortable for all of us. You know what I mean? And like it'll be fun again, right?
Back to our roots.
Yeah. So we appreciate everyone who waited and who asked. Also, we were not expecting anyone really to like reach out and be like, "Hey, what happened to the podcast?" So I thought that was super cool. That
this past week has made me feel guilty.
Yeah,
dude, I'm talking like 2 or 3 just past week. And like, man, they like hard DM me on TikTok.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
though.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like, it never bothered us.
You guys might not think it. Sometimes, we just like to know.
We appreciate feedback.
We appreciate feedback. That's why it's important you guys leave a comment. Maybe like and subscribe if you want more.
Yeah, like we still want to keep growing the community, and doing it online is the best way. But we just want to make sure that we're doing stuff that we enjoy and that you guys are interested in at the same time. You know what I mean? Like
specifically,
we're gonna be true to us with what we talk about, but we want to find more people and like show more people the love of anime that we have.
One person specifically was like, "I loved an anime news segment."
Yeah, we will figure that out.
We're gonna figure that one out.
Yeah, there will be a post. You can make a TikTok.
Yeah,
about
yeah. We'll make sure to let everybody know how we're gonna handle that.
When we're gonna start that back up.
Yeah, we will not stop. We just got to figure out the best way to do it to where it worked with everyone's schedules.
Yeah. Now I will say though, like this break could not have come at a better fucking time for me. It is hot.
It's so
I don't know if y'all know.
hot.
We live in Texas.
Yeah.
It's just preheating, but it is boiling outside.
It's so fucking hot every day. And like I've asked you guys this before, and I've been asking everyone I know, like in my friend group and shit, and I've been saying like, do y'all feel like this heat is the same fucking heat that we had when we were growing up? Because it don't feel like it.
No, I might have been like a little more resilient and unaware of like how exhausted my body was as a child, because like when you're a kid you just go, you just run, like you remember when you go to the pool, you're just going and going, and then they're like, you got to take a break, and you get out and you're like, holy, I'm starving, I'm thirsty, oh my god, I'm dying.
You fuel back up, you go again, and then it's like when you get back in the car, she's like, whoa,
knocked out.
You really just don't stop until they force you to stop.
You grow up and it's just like, you get an hour and it's like, I'm tired. I need a nap. Getting old sucks, guys.
And but I don't think it's age either.
It has.
It's
just hotter. Yeah.
We just recently helped Martine move.
Yes, that is. And that is also another huge fucking reason we took a break. I had to move, and that shit took so much fucking longer than I thought it was going to. But I'm finally in a house. I am done with apartments because I can't do it anymore. Now after we got a dog.
Man, I was traumatized after 2.
Yeah, like shout out to Alfonso. I love you, buddy. You're fucking huge. Like, goddamn, I cannot fit you in an apartment anymore. So we decided to go out and find a house, and we're renting right now. But
it's fucking huge.
Nice, yeah. I'm
very nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it, and it's a like cool project house too, because it's got some work, but it's gonna honestly like get me ready for when I'm ready to buy a house. I'll know how to take care of that fucking house. Like,
nice.
Yeah, I'm ready. So, yeah, that was probably one of the biggest things to happen in recent in the past, I guess.
Well, not just the process of moving, but the process of getting the house and getting everything ready. That's really what took the most time. But they're in there. You got it. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. I completely forgot. Thank you for bringing it up. It's like I live far now. But yeah, no. So I'm excited though. I feel like now's a good time to kind of bring it back because things are feeling like they're going back to normal a little bit. Like I'm setting up my routines. You guys are also,
I'm fucking killing it on TikTok. Check me out, MV Joro. I'm sorry, dude. You have no idea. I've had a good week on.
Yeah, I was happy to see you start posting on TikTok again because when I saw your first one, I was like, oh shit, it's been a minute since I've seen one of your videos. So it was a nice surprise.
5 million likes now, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
5 mil?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm creeping up on 100,000. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna shave my beard when I get 100K.
Are you still holding that promise?
Yeah. Fucking Bunny Lord is way too pumped.
Make it happen, people. Make it happen.
I want everybody to know, okay?
I low-key don't want it to
have
happen.
not been baby faced in 2020 was when I last shaved it, I think. So like 3 years.
I think I have a video of the last time you shaved it.
Yes, you do.
2020, my boy.
Oh, it was 2019 still, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
been
been a
like
minute.
4 years.
I've never met you without a beard.
Nope.
I've never met you without like
Facial hair?
facial hair and long hair. Like this is the only version of you I know. And then when you showed me your Instagram and I went like, and I had to look at your older pictures because like,
Why
you know,
not?
why not? And I saw you and I was like, holy shit, that looks like Emery, but that doesn't look like Emery.
What the fuck is that?
You know what I'm really scared for?
Mm.
I'm gonna have a tan beard.
That's a good thing you like work outside.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
It won't take long to like
Shade out. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. No, I'm so excited now. Like before, I was like kind of like, oh, it's whatever. But like now,
it's a good thing we brought back the
Yeah,
podcast.
bro.
That way we'll be able to see it now.
so let's make this happen during the summer, so it's like really,
Yeah,
you can really
yeah.
see it.
for sure.
Or hold out and let's make it happen during the winter. It'll stay.
You guys.
And in the
No,
winter, it'll
no,
take
I'm like
longer to go
4,000 away. Don't do that to me.
In the winter, it'll take longer to go away.
But I'm so close.
Where are you at?
96. I'm literally at 96.
Holy shit! Dang, you've been going up fast.
Yeah.
Low key, this whole time, the beard has been torture. He's just like, I want to fucking shave it.
Give me a reason to.
Just get me there.
Yeah, man, I could have made a really good point right now, but I'll save that for a later discussion.
Okay.
I just fucked up our notes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You gotta still have the original.
Anyways,
Let's talk about some anime.
Oda.
We should do
Oda,
that.
Oda can take breaks.
Oda
Yeah,
takes
that's a
breaks.
fair
Yeah,
break.
he's taking a month-long break to fucking get eye surgery, which good for you.
We're
I'm
not
happy
Oda,
that
though.
I'm happy that you're doing that, Oda. Props to you. Always in good health. Take the breaks you need. You work too hard. We love you, but God, you cannot leave me on a cliffhanger like that.
Hey,
What
hey,
the
hey,
fuck?
hey. No, you gotta keep your interest.
He
So next
always
week-
does, but he always does the
To be
same shit, and
continued.
she can attest to this too. He will always drop the biggest fucking bombshell and be like, "Hey, I'll see you in a few weeks, guys." He knows what he's doing. He's a
Trying to
fucking
swipe to
troll.
The next page, like no.
I think we're only on like week 2 or 3 or something. I don't fucking know. It feels like it's been 3 months.
Wow, I actually felt like it's been a while too, though.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
don't even read the manga.
but if Oda can
Yeah.
take breaks, we're allowed to take breaks too. But I've been
Speaking
wanting
of
to talk
One Piece.
about One Piece
Yeah.
just in general with
Okay,
you
so
guys.
when we took our break was when King versus Zoro was like wrapping up. And dear God, I have no fucking words for that episode. It was everything I could ever wish for in a Zoro episode. I forgot it was about Luffy. Like what? We're going for a One Piece? What's that? I thought we were just
Zoro was the main character.
Zoro was the main fucking character, okay?
In that fight, yeah.
Like, okay, that episode broke fucking world records for the most single like shots in a second.
Impact.
Oh,
Or
the impact frames?
It holds the
Oh.
world record for that now.
In a single second.
That's
Mhm.
fucking cool. I love how they've been leaning into the impact frames like style for their animation.
Yes,
So
I love them.
good.
You can tell it's somebody who's just passionate about it. They're like, this is fun. This is how anime should be done.
Yeah,
You know?
it's subtle and it doesn't distract, but like it's like a little Easter egg, and it gives like the animators and the artists to go crazy and create like really cool designs that you will never see like fully animated, like
Yeah.
as an entire art style, right? But they let them express themselves, and it's so fucking cool. I love that.
One of like my like favorite scenes is like when they have that final clash and that giant ball. It
Yo.
gave me that sensation of like looking up through Frieza's POV and just like, what the fuck is that? That's a spirit bomb.
They did the POV shots really good. The scale that they were able to like express on how big the attacks were, they did so good with that.
Dude, so I kind of have a question though. It's like, he's a Lunarian, King's a Lunarian, and like he's able to do these like fire circles in the sky and like hell rings and shit, and like these dragons.
The dragons were
like,
cool.
They were really alluding to that super hard, while also, you know, Sanji's body awakened and everything. And they're talking about Lunarians while that's happening. Like, I'm not stupid. Thank you, Oda, for hammering it home for us. Sanji has Lunarian DNA. My question is, do you think he could do that?
All of the stuff that he could do?
Like, well, not all the stuff, but like
his own kind of imperial dragon.
That's a great question, actually, because like we're so close to like where I'm at. Really, the gap is always like smaller and smaller. That I know just as much as you do, really, and I think he could, maybe not that much, because King does it more with a sword and like it's more like projectile focused. I guess that's what he specializes in.
If he kicked and when he kicked, it was like a knife and a fork.
Oh man, that would be sick. It would look ridiculous, but it'd be cool.
But it's perfect for One Piece.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know if he would do projectile-based like fighting styles, but I'm not opposed to it.
I think it would be cool. So like,
give him some long range.
Fuck, I don't want to.
He should be able to kick fire and like shoot fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, at the very least, I think that'd be cool.
Right, he definitely did that early on during the raid.
Yeah.
Like he like popped up and like shot fire down on them. So like he can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like a hard focused projectile. You know, not.
I think it's possible.
Flames.
I'm gonna go with it's possible.
I would like to see. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are gonna fucking hate me for this. In a movie we've seen recently, between their side characters, they're two very powerful women.
Black Clover movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
You know when Mami Goleon goes like full fire and they're like they punch each other and then her other hand's down here and she just goes and it causes that whole dome of flames. I want to see Sanji do something like that. Like his legs are super fast. He's on one leg and he just kicks one several times. What the fuck could be possible?
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, he always has his concussor kick course.
Yeah.
Right? So we just have to see like the Ifrit version of that.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to see the Ifrit like Jumbo more often, like blue fire with all of his other like techniques and shit mixed together. I'm really excited for that. And I didn't even realize it was blue fire until the volume cover came out, and I was like, "Oh, that shit was blue."
Did you go back and was like, wow, this is so much cooler?
I 100% did, man. I read it when it came out and it's black and white, bro. It just looked like fire. I was like, oh, dang, hotter fire. My fucking dumbass did not think it'd be a different color. Until like 4 months later when they finally released the volumes, and I'm like, that's fucking sick.
It's funny how sometimes manga is hard to interpret. Like the Yamato's breath.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's ice.
Yeah. Actually, another one, honestly. It wasn't. I don't know if I'm just an idiot or if anyone else shares this problem, but every time I see that, right? The Yamato thing is another perfect example, because the breath thing, I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was just huffing. And then, like, in the middle of her fight with Kaido, right? When I was reading that for the first time, it looked like fire to me. It looked like Kaido's fire was just enveloping everything, and then she was doing the same thing. I didn't realize it was ice until fucking when she was in the basement freezing all the bombs. I'm like, oh, she has ice powers. She has fucking ice powers. And then I read back and I was like, oh, she does say like some like ice named some kind of glacier attack or something. I was like, I totally fucking missed that.
That's what.
And like that's the biggest downfall of reading the manga probably, is that I'm gonna miss stupid shit like that. Versus you can't miss it if you're watching the anime, right?
Well, sometimes it's also hard to track movement.
Yeah, they're single panels. Like I have to go boom, 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 boom. Like that's why I watch the anime with you guys, because I want to see the shit that I read. It's really fun seeing the actual movement and the extra stuff that they add. And I've told you guys a million times, like they add a lot of like off-screen fights. They'll extend them a little bit more. The whole Zoro fight scene like was maybe 2 pages. It was super fucking short. They made an entire episode out of it.
Easy.
And bro, the way when it ended, I will be the king of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
It's my new favorite, like, moniker
What?
for him.
that was nuts. And we're not gonna not talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was what?
The manifestation of death itself that came for Zoro?
Well, we haven't seen the next episode. We'll find out.
It was like 3 episodes ago. He's laughing at me.
I don't know, bro. You're not gonna
Never
say
gets
anything
answered?
else. Not as of yet.
Fuck.
You wanna know the funniest fan theory though? When it was first coming out, that when we first saw the manifestation, people thought that it was Brooke. People thought that like Brooke showed up to save Zoro, and Zoro was so like
Gone out of
gone,
it.
and he was hallucinating Brooke as being like the figure of death, but it was just Brooke being like, "No, I'm here to like save you," because he did look like Brooke, like the skull.
Yeah. Sure.
But no,
It
it's
looks
not.
like a straight up skeleton, and it was like flying. Like that's the thing in the anime. Like we got different POVs,
Mhm.
right? And it's moving, and like you can see it's floating.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
so you know how like Ashura
It was
is the
also bringing a
manifestation
blade down on him.
of like his hockey with Kitetsu?
Mhm.
What if death is just like the hockey manifestation from Enma?
I think so. I think I've seen someone talk about it, and it makes sense to me.
Like Loki, like, you know, you did all that fighting and now you collapsed. From what we've
so you're
seen
telling
from
me-
Enma, it's still hungry.
So you're telling me Zoro's swords come with stands?
Can you give me the shot? Confirmed. It's canon.
Everything's a JoJo reference.
Everything is a
Everything
JoJo
is a JoJo
I
reference.
mean, like that's how I view it, though. It's like, oh, well, I have the sword, and when I use it and pour my hockey into it, my Pokemon manifests, and I can pin it up against my enemy.
Wait, that also means that Big Mom had a stand.
She did.
That was more of
I
a
was
stand than
thinking- I was
anything
thinking
else.
that when I saw it, Hera,
Yeah.
not Hera.
Oh.
What was its name?
Misery.
Misery. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that too. Whenever I saw that, like, damn, Big Mom got all kinds of stands, bro.
Dude, her fixing her bones.
They did really
Yeah, that
good.
was
with
crazy.
Dude, that was so fucking broken.
Okay, wait. Before we talk about that, we got to talk about how her bones got broken.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't talked about Law and Kid in general and their awakening and shit. Now that you guys have seen a little bit more, so thoughts on that? Go for it.
On like,
Just their
really
awakening.
skipping around.
oh, I think we talked about that.
What was the next thing you wanted to bring up?
Well, I mean,
We talked about the Kroom and
We did.
yeah. Because you told Gary that he was right about it.
Oh, you're right. I thought we talked about that outside.
That episode though,
Mhm.
the like Law and Kid versus Big Mom, bro, visual masterpiece. That shit was mwah,
dude,
something else.
I never thought that I would enjoy watching Law and Kid get beat up so much. And like not like that, but like, man, it looked so good.
Yeah.
And then like the shift with the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Like you felt the weight of those impacts.
Exactly. You felt the weight of every punch that she put out.
My neck hurt after that.
We have to demonstrate as if you don't know what punching looks like.
And who would have known?
What?
Law got that long sword style.
He punctured that really.
Bro,
He must be
that was
compensating for
crazy.
something.
No, that was crazy. The fact that he can just extend his sword like that.
That was ridiculous.
And for so long, and then he did that, like the whole what I don't even know what he called it.
Shock Willie?
Shock
Willie, Puncture Willie?
It was Puncture Willie.
Mm-hmm. It was Puncture Willie.
Yeah, he does Puncture Willie, and then there's a hole. There's this massive hole, and it was so good. The anime is so good. They're like POV here, POV here. Look at the people at the festival. Oh God, it's in the
Like,
background.
oh no, it's fucking massive.
Right,
Like,
and then you get POV of like it from the sky. Then you get Momo, and he's like, "What the
Yep.
hell is that?" Like it's so good. And, like
Yeah.
they really made a spectacle of it, and I appreciate that. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
they've
that was
emphasized
crazy
it.
shit.
mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like, the fuck is he even doing?
It's
and
stuff
then he
like that I
flipped
really
her over.
appreciate. Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Then Kid came in with the cannon, the laser.
That was so
oh,
cool. Yes.
Oh, they're pushing her off the island. They made a hole. That's so smart.
It's Law's plan, of course. Like, Kid was just gonna keep powering away at her until
So
he dropped dead.
confirmed. Law was carrying Kid.
Oh, Law was
Law was
100%.
carrying
But
1000%.
But listen, Kid is the one hitting those heavy blows.
Oh yeah.
yeah, definitely. In terms
Law-
of raw power, all Kid.
Law has the mobility and the tactician mindset, right?
Mhm.
To be able to approach Big Mom and like carry. Kid's just the muscle.
He was
is.
like doing
hit it hard.
Yeah, I swear, like I think Law played more roles, but like Kid played his role perfectly. Like as the powerhouse, like just dealing all the like heavy attacks, he did that great. Law was like the tactician, the like speedster, and he was very fast, and he also did a lot of support too.
Mhm.
He damaged like her internal organs multiple times with his
Mhm.
ability. If it wasn't for that, like slowly weakening her, Kid's attacks wouldn't have hit anywhere near as hard. Like it was just like, it's crazy how versatile Law ended up being in this entire fight.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I
100%.
was very surprised by the fact that he was carrying him. Like when the anime cut to the scene of him, like the POV of from him behind, and he's just kept cutting her, and the background was changing, and because he was shambling around, that was
He was
so
like teleporting around
good.
Big Mom.
And while he was doing that, I was just like, man, that like he's actually carrying Kid. Like that was the moment I started to realize, like, oh, Kid's not really competing right now.
No, yeah.
He's getting knocked down after every heavy blow that he deals.
Yeah. And like Law kind of kept his composure most of the time. Like he kind of had more control. He had more control in the situation than Kid did, in my opinion.
Like that was so sneaky. Like, Big Mom, you got too cocky. If you wouldn't have turned your back on an enemy on the battlefield, what is wrong with you?
Facts.
You've been around for this long and you think that you could just get away with that?
Yeah,
and I'm
true.
sorry, but Law, he's not a rookie. He's gonna take full advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
This part of the podcast is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Besides the obvious perks of securing your IP address and protecting your privacy on the internet, ExpressVPN allows you to access streaming services in other parts of the world. For example, can you not access Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc? Simply just fire up ExpressVPN, change your IP address to another country that does, like America, and start streaming Bleach on Hulu. Listeners of this podcast will get a special deal, 3 months free when you sign up for a 12-month package and use our link, www.expressvpn.com/theanimealchemist. Again, that's 3 months free when you sign up for a 12-month package and use our link, www.expressvpn.com/theanimealchemist. This part of the podcast is brought to you by Hakai Culture. Do you guys have phenomenal legs like Gary? Maybe you got some tattoos on your legs like me and you just want to show them off. Best way to do that was Hakai Culture. They have some of the best anime merch on some of the most phenomenal looking designs for shorts for men. You can get anything from the Meta Metanomi. You can get
Gama Nomi.
you can get the Gomu Gomu Nomi. Sakuna. You can get Sakuna's pattern.
Yeah, they have a lot of the Demon Slayer ones.
Also, so if you guys want to check that out, you guys can get a 10% off if you use my code Emery13377. Again, that's code Emery13377.
Do you think now that after seeing what Zoro did, his 1v1 with King, do you think that A, King is stronger than Katakuri? And if so, do you think that Zoro would have been able to beat Katakuri? Or how do you think that fight would go?
I mean,
Damn.
he didn't really show off like any kind of special hockey or anything. He's just a Lunarian with fire abilities. And
it was literally the same
Zoro's a
ability.
normal human.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing. It was a human versus a
superhuman.
non-human.
Right.
No.
You don't think so, right?
Must have given it to Katakuri.
Yeah, I still feel like Katakuri could
So
put him down.
I'm so fucking back and forth because for a minute I really thought that like I'd say King was stronger than Katakuri, and I still think that he's stronger than Katakuri, but I still think Katakuri would win in a fight because it's not about just the strength. It's about like Katakuri's a smarter fighter. He's more talented and he can use his hockey abilities way better than King does because I didn't see King use hockey at all.
And
he can also manipulate the form of his body.
Exactly.
And not in the sense like a zone double
Yeah.
fruit user can.
And he's awoken.
And he's awoken. Yeah. There's a lot that Katakuri still has in his camp that's gonna make me favor him in a fight. Like now, I don't know how Zoro would do against Katakuri because I don't think he would lose immediately.
No.
I don't think he would win. I just don't think he can counter the future sight well enough yet.
Well, how well do you think Katakuri would counter flight?
Flight?
Yeah, because him and Luffy, when they were fighting, they were pretty much like on ground level or jumping at each other.
Yeah.
Katakuri's got
He's got the mochi bullets.
Yeah, the mochi bullets.
I mean,
and Snake Man Luffy was flying around
really
too.
high up in the air. Like,
That's fair.
how do you deal with that? Obviously, he can like slingshot himself, right?
Yeah.
But how does he deal with in the air
Aerial
combat?
combat.
Yeah, aerial combat.
Well, that's why I'm not saying like Katakuri versus King. I'm saying Katakuri versus Zoro. Like, how would Zoro handle fighting Katakuri if Katakuri is the stronger opponent?
He'd be really hard to cut too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. With Future Sight, you essentially like eliminate Zoro's ability to cut unless either he becomes faster than his Future Sight by being Snake Man level fast, or
Be the Shishi San his lines.
Oh
Line
shit.
strike.
maybe
I feel like that's one of his fastest moves.
Yeah.
That and the Onigiri.
we need a power scaler to answer that question for us. Someone out there
okay.
probably knows the math behind
Okay,
it.
let me try to maybe help us with this one. Do you think King would win against Whole Cake Luffy?
With Snake Man or without Snake Man?
Snake Man?
No.
Same shit that Katakuri went up against.
I think Luffy would still
Okay,
win.
now do you think it would come to the same kind of like Katakuri just didn't have the will to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
If it really came down to them continuing to exchange blows, kind of think Katakuri would have walked away from that one.
Yeah, probably.
He just doesn't. He did like Luffy's just got the guts.
He's more durable than Katakuri. He's the most durable fucking character in that entire show, I'd say. How many times has he been knocked down by Kaido?
True.
Dude.
Like that,
I'm
that last
saying.
episode.
Dude,
when
I would
he
thank
was
you,
drunk.
thank you.
Bro, that was so good. Drunk Kaido.
Drunk Kaido. Oh, we did completely gloss over
Oh no,
that.
we did it. I knew what I was doing.
Okay, good, yeah, 'cause I love Drunk Kaido. I think that was probably what made me actually love Kaido as a villain because I was like, there's some fucking funny personality,
Yes.
you know, give the man some character. He's not just this big monster that you just have to take down. Like, no, make him interesting. And that's what it was. That's what did it for me.
I'm feeling good. The moon. This is a nice night. A good night for a drink.
Like he even offered him one.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like to drink. Why the fuck are you drinking though? Take this serious.
That was a fun fact I didn't know about Luffy though.
That he didn't drink.
That he doesn't like to drink.
Yeah.
Well, before the time skip, he didn't drink.
Because he was 17.
Yeah.
What's the legal?
He always drank like
They're not in Japan. I don't
Yeah.
there's no laws around that. You could probably drink whenever you want in the
That's
One
why-
Piece world.
That's why taking the sake shot was like so, ooh, taboo. We snuck away with the bottle.
Yeah. Well, they were kids.
Yeah.
So. Drunk Kaido's funny. No.
Dude, I like that first one when he just straight up like limboed fucking
Mhm.
Luffy. Oh my god! And then came around
the
and
drunken Bakuda.
boom, just bashed Luffy's fucking face.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Talk about I'm feeling good. He got blipped.
yeah, he got fucking blipped.
Like he was
Well-
being held in place for a minute while being zapped. Like just
What was the thing he said? Something lightning hammered.
Yeah,
Lightning hammered. That was such a good name
all
for
the
it.
little puns.
yeah,
Like, I
they were
feel
the
like,
best.
I feel
Yeah.
like Oda was like, let me just make him drunk and make like middle-aged puns
Yeah.
about getting drunk.
I think I now understand why Wano is so fucking long. I think you can really tell Oda was having a blast.
Oh
writing.
yeah, man.
He did anything and everything he could in like one whole arc.
It was the arc he wanted to do the most.
Yeah, he was super excited about
He
it.
hyped it up for years.
And I think it lived up to the hype more than easily. Even at this point, you guys haven't even finished it, but it's already lived up to the hype that he was talking about, in my opinion. And you can just tell because like all the different like characters that ended up coming, like we got Marco coming back, bro.
Yeah.
we got Izo, like characters that you did not think you were gonna see again until maybe the end of the show. They came back. They fucking brought Zunisha back also. Like, Zunisha's just here now. Not to mention Law, Kid, their crews, all of the enemies, like CP0 is there. There's so much shit
And then also
on this
kinda
island.
like sewing in the
Lore.
the experience and past of like Ace and what he was.
Yes,
Oh,
I thought that was such a nice touch.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because we had heard about that before. We even got the whole like Straw Hat thing being
Yeah.
made for Oars back in Marineford.
Like, that came full circle.
Yeah, there were a lot of Wano plot threads that were established
They were
so long
dropped
ago and that we
back.
get more exposure for now. So I think like that alone is probably my favorite part, is that we get an answer to some of those things, because it's rare that we finally get like actual answers in this show. We always end up with more questions, in my opinion. Now, I will say though, like by the time Wano finishes, we need to do a very proper like Wano review, in my opinion, like from
We'll
beginning
make it
to
its
end.
own exclusive episode.
Yeah, that'll be its own episode, because that will. It took me like you know how long the manga talks were, and those were just for parts of Wano. So just imagine how long that one would be. But there's a lot of things that I've been dying to talk to y'all about because of the way like Wano ends. You know what I mean? And I won't say it's good or bad. I'll just say it. You know, I'll leave it at that.
I'm getting too amped for this fight though. It's got to be like, from what we've seen, it's got to be like, so like Yamato's still got to deal with the fucking slime thing.
Yeah, there was an episode last night that
yeah.
came out.
It's
It's essentially like wrapping.
Fiori still needs to cut down that piece of shit.
Yeah.
We still need to see the ninjas end.
Dude, Raizo versus earlobe guy.
Damn, there's
whatever.
still a lot of shit going on before like
The main fight.
piece ends, or like really gets into it, right?
It's essentially like the finale that we're gonna be getting into. The finale of the action stuff.
That's not coming. Oh, okay.
No, actually, there's more action after like the raid on Onigashima, kind of, sorta. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Like, you'll see more action. I won't say from who or whatever, but
So handsome.
But like the shut up. But the like finale of the raid is like the climax of the arc, basically.
Okay. Fuck.
I keep forgetting that this started with the raid.
I know, right?
The raid should have been its own arc, honestly.
Yeah. Whenever
Seriously.
they like bought it back up, like when Usopp was like, "Don't be satisfied with just launching a raid," I was like, "Damn, this was a raid."
This was a raid. There was a party at the beginning of this. We had a concert.
Zoom in.
I forgot this was a banquet. That was so
Yeah.
funny. Kaido crying like,
Oh, you had
"You ruined my banquet,
my palace.
Straw Hat.
I guess I can
In 5
rebuild.
years.
So fucking dramatic for no
It's all
reason.
your fault.
I think you're obsessed with me."
Yeah.
That was so funny. I really, really enjoyed that.
So did I.
And then that scene where Usopp is telling Kiku
Kiyomon.
and Kiyomon right before Izo comes in and save him. It's like, "Oh God, why would you put me in this situation? You suicidal samurai. I don't like your culture."
I don't like your culture of always.
Like,
He says that.
Why would you kill yourself to atone? I'm gonna hang on to my life even if it's unsightly. And that's so
Right,
Usopp.
that's so honest too.
He's
like,
surrounded by
yeah.
fire. He's surrounded by enemies. He has to pick up 2 wounded people.
Allies.
Like all odds are stacked against him. This is why we love Usopp, because there's moments like this where everything's against him and he clutches up.
Usopp's like a
He
feral
rapid
cat.
fired.
You get him cornered and backed up against a wall, anything's fucking
I
possible.
don't know. I was scared though for a second when he was like, "Ah!" You know, his eyes went white
Uh-huh.
and he's crying and he's like, "Fuck, I'm about to die." And then
Thank God,
Izo came
Izo.
in and saved them. That was just love that whole scene.
Can I point something out real quick?
Mm.
How the fuck do Izo's guns work?
How does anything work?
Okay,
in
because that
fucking
shit
show?
looks like a flint kind of gun. Like, it's, you pack it in,
Yeah.
you line gunpowder.
Like the ones you have on pirate ships.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just very ornate guns.
Okay. Because, like, man, I just be seeing him go, bah, 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 bah. I'm just
He never
like, there's no reloading ever.
Yeah. When have you ever seen anyone reload in that?
In
show?
One Piece?
Yeah. Oh wait, Van Auger reloaded after he shot fucking Ace. Remember?
But that was just for show.
I don't know why that's like such a specific memory I have of that, but yeah.
I think that was before we knew how technologically advanced everything gets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't put a time period on this fucking show, bro. You have cyborgs, you have sea trains, you have fucking transponder snails, you have live television, kinda. You have a streamer and Buggy. Like, what the fuck time period would One Piece even be? I know it's not on Earth, but still, huh?
Amazon delivery service with Buggy.
Amazon delivery service?
Yeah. Isn't he a delivery service?
What do you mean?
Buggy.
Oh, yeah. He's like a black market.
That's how he became a warlord.
Oh.
Yeah, they even have a delivery service.
Oh, you're right.
Buggy's essentially Amazon.
Buggy for Pirate King.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
How mad would you be if, like,
Okay.
Like, realistically.
I actually had this thought the other day.
like if it's gonna be anyone but Luffy? I'd give it to Buggy. No, I'd give it to Buggy before I give it to Law.
Now, all right, I'm gonna just get my stupid shit out of the way.
Honestly, who fucking knows, bro? Like, with all the stuff that's going on in the manga right now.
He could.
Dude, he's always saying, like, man, these chapters are packed full of information, right? He could have learned information that completely changed everything. And we have no idea. Because think about how quick everything's ramping up.
I did call it lore piece.
And see, like, Buggy could become the Pirate King because the show's not called Monkey D. Luffy. It's just called One Piece. We're just here to find the One Piece.
About the treasure.
We be low-key, like, yeah, we've been following Luffy from the beginning, but we kind of been following Buggy too. Like, he's been around for a minute too.
Uh-huh.
And if anyone has like somewhat of a claim to the One Piece, it's Buggy,
Think about
and
it.
Shanks.
Yeah, they were supposed to see it,
Yeah,
but they couldn't.
exactly. So, like, who's to say? I don't
That's-
know. I can't fucking wait for the next arc. Just to be animated. Like, yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. So we had talked about this, and I would love for this to happen. So, for those of you who don't know, the dub is really close to catching up with the sub.
Yeah.
And it becoming like damn near simulcasted. Okay. And with Oda taking no breaks, as he should, the anime catches up pretty quickly. So there's like this nice little theory that the manga readers and all the anime watchers are going to find out what the One Piece is at the same time. Because we all know, once the manga releases what the One Piece is, it's going to be all over the internet until the anime catches up.
Agreed.
And I'm anime only, and I'm sorry, like I'm going to have to go fucking
You can live in a
I'm going to have
cave.
to go off the grid completely. I'm gonna have to go 2,000 miles out of civilization just to a point where people don't even know what the One Piece is.
That's the thing. It sounds like you're exaggerating, but you're so right, because like I have absolutely no faith in like anyone not knowing what the One Piece is after it comes out, like the day it gets released in the manga, because people who don't know what One Piece is might hear about One Piece.
Oh yeah,
that's how big it is. It is the longest and one of the greatest stories ever told. And one of the world's, it's like the biggest secret in the world. Who the fuck knows what the One Piece is? No one knows what it is. You're gonna just, everyone, it's gonna explode when it happens. And it's gonna be, again, I've said it, 50-50. People are going to absolutely hate it or absolutely love it. And
I will.
There's no margin
I'm
for
gonna be completely serious.
What?
I would not be surprised if when the One Piece is like revealed, there won't be fucking riots in the street.
You think so?
It is the biggest fucking form of like media, like television
I could
ever.
see it.
It's the longest continuing manga.
Yeah, and
People are gonna lose their goddamn fucking minds.
I hope it's in celebration, not riot.
I hope
No, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be, but like you said, it's going to
Yeah.
be very 50-50. People are going to go out. They're going to celebrate. Like, fuck, we probably will.
Oh, I'm taking the day off, bro.
Yes.
Like, that chapter is coming out on a weekend. I'm taking that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off
Like,
to celebrate
I will
or
take-
mourn,
I will take
whatever
a-
the fuck happens.
I'll take a fucking vacation.
Yeah, we should.
I'm crying if they reveal the One Piece and then that's the last chapter.
I feel like it would have to be, though. I feel like it. How do you, like, reveal what it is and then keep going? Like, no, I just.
You reveal what it is, you go a little bit, have like some kind of climactic battle, and then, you show everybody doing their own thing, like in the future.
Like an epilogue type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It just leaves more room for people to get spoiled on what it
wandering
is.
around.
fucking.
But I will say though, like if you try hard enough, you can avoid a lot of stuff because y'all have avoided so much stuff from like One Piece.
I know dick about this new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can, if you actively try, you can avoid a lot of it. Like sometimes you get unlucky and you do see it, but you can really work hard at like just avoiding certain things. Because even for example, like everyone's talked about the Attack on Titan finale, how like the ending was very mixed feelings. I don't know.
Still have no fucking idea.
I don't
how
know
it
what the fuck is gonna happen in
Nope.
this last like part, whatever part we're on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm really not looking forward to those videos when the One Piece is revealed.
Mhm.
When people are like, "The One Piece is this, and this is how I feel about it."
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
'Cause it's
thumbnails are
off
gonna
the-
just
off
be
the
like,
bat.
it's boom, there it is. That's the One Piece.
One Piece revealed, and they're gonna have like a picture of it.
Yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to be a fun time. That's why I really hope that this theory actually pans out. Like that would be just in an ideal world, the manga anime community learn at the same time. Like that would just be the most fair thing. And I think if he was able to pull off something as crazy as that,
Oh man, he would.
it wouldn't matter what the One Piece is anymore because the fact that you care that much about your community and your fan base that you want everyone to have the best experience possible, like that is what they
So
should do.
legendary.
It would be legendary. That's something that will never be forgotten because
Nope.
what author has achieved something as great as that? You know what I mean?
That's next level.
It's next level. That's like the same thing as fucking George R.R. Martin waiting to like the final chapter or the final book of Game of Thrones being released at the same time as like the season.
season.
You know what I mean?
But do you
That
think,
doesn't happen ever.
But do you think people would say, "Don't die before Game of Thrones ends"? Right? Because people say, "I will not die until One Piece ends."
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a promise you've made to yourself. Don't die.
Mhm.
Don't die till One Piece ends. Like you at least have to see the ending.
Yeah.
before.
No. I'm
Right? Like
after that, anything.
I feel like there's not many stories out there where people are like, I'll keep living to watch this.
I think I've seen shit like that actually. It's like I'm only living just to see what the One Piece is.
Don't live for yourself. Don't live for others. Live to find out what the One Piece is.
Thank our Lord and Savior Oda.
It's Sunday, y'all. That's the Lord's Day.
I mean, the new One Piece chapter would have come out today if there was one.
Do we really got to talk
He
about
said
that hot
rest
garbage?
on Sundays.
The One Piece manga?
No.
Yes. Okay. No. Yeah, we do because you said that. Actually, now you pissed me off.
Hot garbage. Oh,
No.
kid versus kid-in-law versus Big Mom, right?
We covered that.
We
Oh
covered
yeah,
that.
I know.
No.
Making sure.
No. The One Piece live action trailer also came out during our little mini hiatus, and we watched it. We didn't record the reaction or anything. We just watched it.
Our feelings are mixed.
Yeah.
For sure. Jeez, man. Okay. Do you
Oh,
want
yeah, you seem like you have the most to say, Mr. Hot Garbage.
Huh? I mean, okay. I said this, and a lot of people got mad at me. I feel like just the cinematic, like, shot of all of it feels very much like a college video project. I'm already getting dirty looks. Shit. Like, it looks good, but if I'm being honest, it's just a wee bit too cheesy looking.
Wouldn't you
Like-
say One Piece is a cheesy show?
Fair enough. And like
Like, would
I
you
know it
want it
could
to be
be,
dramatic?
it could look a lot worse. Like one of my
Yeah.
one of my like the clearest like pieces of where I get this feeling is the Sea King
Mm-hmm.
when it emerges. It could look way fucking worse.
Oh yeah, I was actually like,
Looked pretty good.
it looked pretty good for
looks,
Sea King.
It looks pretty damn fucking good.
But still,
At the
like,
same time, there's something that I'm just like, did you guys try too hard? Because like it just
they tried too hard to make it not look too realistic,
Mhm.
realistic enough. It's such a weird like middle ground that they have to
fine,
play.
It's a fine line. It really
Yeah.
is a fine line. And you got to understand too, and I know you felt some type of way when you saw Buggy, right? People think that's nightmare fuel. Honestly, man, I feel like the trailer kind of really encapsulates like that feeling of the first 50 episodes, of East Blue, Like it's silly, it's goofy, it's not as serious. Like they're trying to figure it out. You know, they're new seafarers. They're not used to this. They haven't been sailing their whole life, so they're figuring out what it is to be a pirate, right? They're also trying to figure out the state of the world and like how they're gonna make what they're trying to do happen.
Fair.
Yeah.
So that feeling that you're talking about, like, oh, it feels kind of cheesy, like that might be it.
It might be intentional, I think is what it's getting at.
One Piece is goofy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very goofy anime, right? And if you can kind of instill that feeling, right? Because Oda's very much about like emotional storytelling, right? If you can instill that feeling into somebody who does not know what One Piece is, who doesn't watch anime, right? And now their mind's going to be open to the opportunity or to the chance of going and actually watching the entire 1,000 episode.
I mean, that's I want nothing more than that.
Yeah,
100%.
I just view it as opening a door to people, you know, and like if they can capture some of the lightning in a bottle that
pique their interest,
then you know, in the live action, then they've accomplished what they set out to do.
Okay, that's
like even if
I don't have to like it
exactly,
but as long as it gets more people to the community, that's the fucking win.
It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs
it won't. There's no way it can be perfect.
Exactly.
And I think they know that. You're absolutely right. I don't think anyone's really like explained it like that because it's super important to us because we've seen it, right? We know what One Piece is. We fell in love with the anime version, but at the end of the day, it's a cartoon. It's going to be impossible to capture everything perfectly in live action. It's just not possible. But if, like you said, they can evoke those same feelings that got us hooked to watch the show with other people who may not know it, that's I couldn't ask for more, honestly. Yeah. I'd want more people to come and check out the show because that's who we are as One Piece fans. Aren't you always recommending it to anyone that you hear that listens to anime? We're annoying as fuck that way. Like we do that, but it's because we want you to just enjoy something the same way we did. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is actually really cool. You might really like it. Give it a chance. That's it. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna force someone to watch something.
I will say though, because like I heard like an opinion on the buggy thing, and I was like, I mean that actually kind of makes sense. Leading up to Buggy, the little like whispers and hears that we had, we thought he was gonna be bad, like scary, not this.
He was more menacing at the beginning.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's just they're kind of like, you know, they're just kind of like thinking like outside people are like, oh fuck, they got a scary clown gonna come in and be like, what the fuck is this? That's
so true, actually. Yeah, because like that is your first impression to Buggy is like, oh dang, he's kind of like a killer clown that can float around.
Yeah, like wait till anybody
killed something like that.
Wait till like the people have just seen that trailer, turn around when they see it and they see him like split apart. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What did he just do?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that as an effect.
Yeah.
Shiba Liba, what? God. The stretching effect looked really good.
It didn't look as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's never going to look great, in my opinion, but it didn't look bad.
I feel like they did a good job of like showing like he was trying to like keep his fist balled up, but like it was stretching. Like, I don't know. You can see there was tension there, right?
Yeah, I just don't want it to look too realistic because that looks weird when it's too realistic. That's not natural for someone to just extend their arms. We have bones and shit, you know what I mean? You wish it was realistic?
Yeah.
No.
Besides Spider-Man, bro, Mr. Fantastic is his favorite.
But actually, I'm glad you brought that up because someone, the Mr. Fantastic thing specifically, someone talked about it on TikTok and they were saying how like everyone was comparing it to Mr. Fantastic, like stretching and everything. But I think the reason why a lot of people, you know, are okay with that one or it looked more natural was because we view it as like the suit kind of doing that for him. Yeah. It wasn't just his arm. Or
they did it with his fingertips.
Yeah, remember when he did the under the...
Yeah, and didn't it kind of look weird?
Fucking weird.
But anything with the suit on just looked fine because you're assuming the suit is doing that effect, not your actual body. And I thought that was a really good point. I was like, fuck, that might be the reason why it always looks weird.
And Luffy, he's fucking half naked half the time, so... Doesn't
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Now, I will say something, okay? That Zoro guy, fuck me. Whoa. That man's handsome.
He looks good.
Yeah.
No, he looks like Zoro, honestly. Yeah.
Like if I could be happy about anything, it's that. Ooh, I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys gonna feel if they don't do the dog?
Upset, but I'm not expecting
I feel
it.
like that's an important scene, like
Yeah.
emphasizing the importance of treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Oneself.
treasure.
Yeah,
it's
personal
important,
treasure.
and I want it, but I don't think it's gonna be in there. There's just not enough time. I think they have to cover all of East Blue in 10 episodes, dude. The last episode ends with them about to go up on the Grand Line.
But in East Blue, that what they really explore is what treasure means to you as an individual, and then what your dreams are.
Yeah,
Like that's really what East Blue is with our 5 characters.
I just thought of a really fun idea. We should make like a bingo card with things that we hope or / expect to see in the live action, and then when we're watching it, we should like mark it off as we're watching.
Great idea,
right?
This is a great
genius.
idea.
I'm so making that. That's gonna be
We'll
so much
make a
fun.
digital one too
For the
Put it on
Discord.
Discord.
Yes.
We can all mark it off together.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
this
Okay,
sounds
we're all gonna
so
come up with like
awesome.
different things to do.
This sounds
Okay, cool.
awesome.
now I'm gonna enjoy watching that live action no matter what, because at the end of the day, it's a game.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
You know, they should make like more One Piece video games that aren't like turn based.
I was really disappointed with Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like imagine like a Breath of the World.
No, I just
Breath
saw
of
that
the
it was
Wild
turn-based,
or
and I thought that was dumb.
Tears of the
That would be
Kingdom
cool.
style video game with One Piece. Just being able to like run around and explore.
Yeah. Real quick, I wanted to
So
bring
hard
up
to
something
do.
about the live action before I forget. However we feel about like the show and whether it's gonna do good or not or anything, I think I have personally decided I fucking love the cast.
Oh yeah, same.
The Straw Hat Pirates, the people that they picked out, could not have been better. Like it was the perfect casting choice because I've seen so many videos in the last couple weeks of them doing interviews, hanging out with each other, just like getting to know them. My God, they are as close as a group of people can be that just met, like in terms of like acting like the Straw Hats and them getting along together as you possibly could. They're all just you can tell they like hanging out with each other. They really enjoy their company. They have a lot of fun. The main character, Luffy, I'll mention this in a second. Luffy, like he's so energetic. He loves food apparently too. He said that when he was a kid he wanted to go to like food eating competitions apparently. Like they all have so many different attributes that remind me of the Straw Hat Pirates, and I think that's super cool because that had to have been what Oda saw, because he was, part of the decision in casting them. You know what I mean? And I think I'm starting to see what he saw, hopefully.
I'm indifferent to it.
You're indifferent? Have you watched any of it? Have their interactions and stuff?
No. But like, I'm indifferent to like what you're enjoying.
That doesn't matter as much to you, or what do you mean?
I don't show much interest in knowing like what it is that about them that emulates their character.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know the other shit.
Like
I want to know what they really like how to put it. Surface level, you think Henry Cavill is just this jacked, serious actor who played Superman. A little bit, like, unless you do real homework, do you learn that he almost lost his chance to be Superman.
Oh, because he was playing World.
Because he was playing World of Warcraft, and he lost. FYI.
Damn.
I don't know if you guys know what this is, but you guys know what Warhammer is?
Yeah.
It's intense. It's like next level fucking like, man, that man dwarfs us on the nerd scale. Would never know that. I want to know
Like who they actually are as
Yes.
people.
not the shit that they're like. I'm sorry.
But
they're-
how
they're
does that?
actors.
But how does that affect the show though? Who they actually are as people?
No, that's just. It's just
Like,
a personal.
That's what he wants to see. Like, you're
Oh,
saying,
okay,
enjoying
okay.
this
Like
part,
you're
like,
enjoying
it's like
seeing
he
their
wants to see
dynamic.
that.
Like I want to
Yeah.
see more of like who they actually are. Not like it still to me feels very fronty.
PR.
It's very PR-y. Like
I honestly don't pay attention to any of it because like I want to judge the show for what it is,
Right.
separate from how I feel about the cast and how they play off of each other, all of that. Like I'm sure I can see the chemistry on the screen when I'm watching it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm
And
looking for. And in the trailer, that little scene like where Luffy pulls up and he's like, "Hey, you gonna join my crew?" Right? That was so perfect. the way he did it was so perfect. Like how he's standing, how he talks.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very Luffy-like. Very reminiscent of that scene. He looks like a little skinny dope that's like, hey, join me. It perfect.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's what I'm looking.
Okay,
to
no,
see. It's like
I see what you mean.
how well they can convey those scenes the way they were supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, all three of us are going to look at it completely different ways. And I think, like, your point of, like, how they are on screen and everything, I see it as, like, I'll believe it more if I see that they can pull that off outside.
You want to be
what
fooled
I mean?
a little bit.
It's not that I want to be fooled. I genuinely believe it, honestly. Like,
I lied to a little bit. Like, okay, you want to be lied to a little bit. Like, hey, we're friends. We all get along. There's no problems. Everything.
No, because like
you can suspend your belief and be like, oh, I could see them being the Straw Hats.
Okay, look, maybe they are fooling me, but I appreciate it.
No.
Okay. See, I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nami's character, she actually like reads One Piece or like watches it at the very least. Like, she is at least familiar with the entire show, and she watches other anime too. She's seen like Jujutsu Kaisen. She was recommending stuff to the rest of them too, which I think is really.
I loved it because I heard they almost shit themselves.
What?
When they were in presence of God.
Yeah, they got to meet him.
Like, I'd cry.
I would too. Oh, Luffy's actor, he met the original voice actor for Luffy. There's a video that came out today, and they said that apparently for so you know how Netflix does different like languages for their shows and shit like that. They're gonna do it in Japanese, and the original Straw Hat Pirates are doing the voices for all the Straw Hats. How could you do anything else, right? That makes me really happy.
You know what?
Actually, because now I'll watch it in Japanese.
I'm just gonna watch it in Japanese now.
Yes.
I'm sold. I'm good.
There, best of both worlds, right?
So if they do a really good job with the live action and like they play the characters really well, would it be wrong to say like maybe they look at recasting the voice actors for the anime with the people who played the live action?
Oh, I'd shoot everybody. No, absolutely not. No,
Just throwing it out there.
you just made him want to like burn down the
Look,
entire
bro,
planet.
I ask blasphemous questions. I was wondering for the longest time, why can't I cook a horse?
Oh,
in Tears of the Kingdom.
Fuck.
Why can't I kill a horse and cook it? There's so many animals out there you can kill. Some of them you can mount.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've been putting up with this for like 2 months now.
yeah, we can talk about Tears of the Kingdom.
No, I love the question. I fucking love it because you know
Pablo's
what?
asked me that question too.
Fuck, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, fucking. He's like, why can't I eat the horse? I'm like, you ride the horse.
It's a companion.
It's also
the same reason you
emergency
can't-
food.
Y'all such little brothers. I fucking swear.
We think outside the box. Y'all are like, no, the lines are here. And we're like, but what out there? What's out there?
Why fuck with the horse? He takes you from point A to point B.
Maybe I'm hungry.
No, don't fucking. No, we'll talk about
Why
Zelda
fuck
in a
with
different
Chopper? He's the medic.
episode. He's the captain. The captain can do whatever he
Emergency
wants.
Well, guess what? I'm the hero. I'll do whatever I want. I'll eat whatever I want.
Okay.
Goblin parts? Sure, why not?
You know what? Let's just leave it at that. If you want to hear us talk about Zelda, we'll be talking about that in a future episode. Because we've been playing it for about a month straight now. So yeah, we will be talking about that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Anything else you want to get off your chest, I guess?
It's really nice to be back, and thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
Alchemist out.
Alchemists out.
Peace out.